Hey guys, it's Marcus Maloney, the Equity King here, and I am here to introduce some fresh, new, hot content for you. If this is your first time here, please let me know. Shoot me a quick comment below and say, hey, hi, what's up? My first time here. And if this is your first time here, hey, this channel is all about the intricacies of real estate investing and real estate wholesaling. Did you know that land is the pathway to financial freedom? And usually, if you don't have any money, wholesaling is the best way to get started. So let me tell you this. I want to talk about this back here today. The 4 ways real estate investing has ruined my life. Yes, everybody talks to you about the glitz and the glamour. Nobody shoots you the reality. So I want to give you the fresh, new perspective on how real estate wholesaling and real estate investing, has really changed my life. So before you click off and think this is all about being negative, believe me, I have a surprise for you. All right, so let's get started real quick. I don't want to hold you up too much. So 4 ways real estate investing has ruined my life. Number 1. It makes me actively challenge myself. So before, and normally when you have a 9 to 5, hey, you get up, 7 o'clock, get dressed, get ready to head out, go to work, do your work, come home, get home about 6 o'clock, 6:30. What do? Turn on the ball game, have dinner, something like that. But when you are an entrepreneur and when you're real estate wholesaling, man, things change. You have to actively challenge yourself because there is no 9 to 5. If you don't work, you don't eat, So it changed my life and it ruined my life because now I have to be more aggressive about some of the things that I want to do. And that's in order to be a successful wholesaler. There are things that you have to actively do and actively be engaged in. So some of the things that I have to do, I have to have daily, monthly, and annual goals. So I can't sit around and just wait for a paycheck every 2 weeks, every other week, and say, hey, I went to work, did my job, I come home, and that's it. No, you have to actively be engaged in your life and what you're doing. So you have to challenge yourself. I had to challenge myself. And this really ruined my life because I didn't have time to sit back and get comfortable, So I had to set my daily goals. I had to set my monthly goals. I had to set my annual goals. And not only just set those, but I had to work in order to make sure I achieved those goals. So that was one thing that absolutely changed my life and ruined my life as I knew before. Not to say that it's a bad thing. It's definitely a good thing, but you have to be ready for that change. So next, I had to become more team-oriented. I was always a person and primarily always been an entrepreneur. And what I did was I always did things solo. I was always a one-man guy, always a one-man business, one-man organization. But I knew that I had to get out of that comfort zone and I had to become more team-oriented. So that was one of the challenges that I had to face myself with and really evaluate myself and say, hey, you know what? You got to be more team-oriented. You have to get out there. You have to talk to people. And that was one thing that absolutely changed my life, ruined what I knew as the construct before. So that is another thing that had to change. So, not to say that it's all for the bad, not to say, that it was easy, but these things ruined what I knew to be the norm before. And if you're not ready for that, believe me, you're going to have a world of hurt when you get out here and you're trying to do real estate wholesaling and real estate investing. So just like I said, I had to be oriented, engaged with people. So the next thing was, man, I had to become people person. You may not know it, but I definitely didn't like to talk in front of people, didn't like to talk in front of crowds. And even doing these videos was a challenge for me because I said, you know what, I'm not a public speaker. I don't do speaking and everything like that. But again, I had to get out of that comfort zone, man, and I had to engage with people. So I had to engage with people, with these videos, social media. Again, I was very private. Why do people want to see me with my family at the beach? Why do people want to see me and my family, having family dinners, having conversations and stuff like that? I always been private. So again, had to become people oriented. Then in person, man, I really had to get out there and meet people. So I had to change my whole dynamic. So again, I had to meet people in person. I had to attend events. How many people that's listening to me now, they say, hey, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to this event. And then when you get to the event, you don't know who to talk to. You don't know how to get into the conversation, especially being someone new. You just don't know. You have a fear of, looking stupid or anything or something like that, but you have to break those molds. And man, these things right here really changed my life and really ruined what I knew to be the norm in my life. Next, so that's 2 out of the 3. That's 2 out of the 4 that I discussed. And the reason why I put it this way, how it ruined my life, is because, again, everything that I knew in the past had to change, and it had to change quickly if I wanted to be successful in this business. Some people think that you can just sit behind a computer and talk to a few people on the phone and make things happen. That's a start, but you have to get out there in the field. You have to be willing to let your life become ruined, in order to get to where you want to go. You have to change the dynamics that you knew before. All right? So number 3, man, I had to become diligent in everything that I do. Everything that I do, I had to be focused on it. Everybody say, hey, be a multitasker. You have to be able to do all of this stuff, at once in order to be successful. That was challenging for me, and I still hate doing that. I like to be focused. I like to be diligent on what I'm working on, give my 100% on what I'm working on, then move to the next task. But you have to be able to prioritize what's important. So you can't be working on a task that's menial and you have something that's very, very important that have to be done. So I had to be diligent. I had to be diligent in these areas here. I had to be diligent in my budget. I had to know what was going out and what was coming in. So I had to learn accounting. I had to learn it, Now I have an accountant and a bookkeeper that helps me with everything. But in the beginning, I had to start and I had to do this stuff myself. So if you're not someone that's looking to be a learner, that's looking to learn something new, dude, just stop. Stop right now. Don't wholesale. Don't be a real estate investor. Don't do it. Because if you're not willing to challenge yourself, if you're not willing to let your life be ruined, man, just stop working 9 to 5. Trust me, it's okay. Not everybody is an entrepreneur. Everybody's not a real estate investor. And it may not be you. But if it is you, be prepared, man. Be prepared. All right? Next thing I have to be diligent about is my rental property. Being a manager and doing acquisitions. I had to be diligent about this stuff. I couldn't be slowful and doing this stuff. Right now, I'm working on a deal. It's a duplex. Really want it, and I had to cold call the seller, and I had to, send some direct mail pieces to the seller. He finally gave me a call, and right now we're working out the terms of getting this deal done, and it will be an extra extra $900 a month in cash flow coming in off of this one property. So I had to be diligent. I couldn't sit down and say, well, hey, I can't reach the seller. I don't know who the seller is. Forget about it. I'll just try and find something else. No, I had to be a pest about rental property. All right. Next, no impulse decisions and spending. Again, had to be disciplined and diligent about what I'm doing. So if I know I'm trying to acquire a new property, I can't go out and just buy frivolous stuff that I don't need. You have to be disciplined in every area of your life, especially in your finances. And this will ruin quite a few people's lives because you say, hey, I got a call. You know what? We want to fly out and go to Vegas for the weekend and do some stuff. Sorry, dude, I can't do it, man. Got to plan it. Maybe I can do it in the next 4 or 5 months, but right now I'm focused on something. So it's a life change, and be prepared for that life change, okay? All right, finally, and let's get ready and wrap this thing up, man. Like I said, I don't want to be with you too long, but finally, the next one, and I kind of touched on it already, but it was number 4 is discipline. Know when to say no. Whoops, wrong kind of no. But you get the gist. No. You have to be disciplined. Again, like I said, about being diligent in your business, you have to be a steward of everything that you bring in and everything that goes out. You don't work, a 9 to 5. So you can't know how much you have coming in each month. 1 month may be high. The next 3 months may be low or even. So you have to be diligent about your business, and you have to be willing to do what you hate. I don't like doing this, but I know I got to do it because I know the end result. So again, I just wanted to shoot these 4 things out to you. I wanted to give you a different perspective. Believe me, all of these things are not bad. Actually, it's good self-discipline. It will help you in every area of your life, not only in your money, but in your relationships, in your finances, in your business. So as a new person getting started as a real estate investor, you have to be prepared to let your life be ruined. The life that you knew, so you don't have time to sit back and watch TV for 4 hours, 5 hours. The same time you're watching TV, you could be analyzing deals. Same time you're watching TV, you could be reading something and learning something. So take this time, take these words from me. I've been through the process. Be prepared to have your life ruined by real estate investing, but the end results will be something positive and something enjoyable. Hey, it's Marcus Maloney, the Equity King, signing off. Don't forget, if you want that free 30-minute strategy session, just go to the link below. And man, if you find this information to be useful, if you find this information to be helpful, let me know. I don't want to be sitting up here talking to people and I'm not giving you what you need. If you have, suggestions of things that you want me to talk about, let me know below. I've done assignment agreements. I've done double closes. I've bought my multifamily properties. I've bought single family properties. I've renovated single family properties. I've done quite a bit. To say that I know it all, Absolutely not. There's a long way I have to go. But if you're in the beginning stages, I believe that I can help you. No sales pitch at all during this 30-minute free strategy session. Look at some of the comments below of some of the people that I've talked to. If you feel it's worthwhile, pick up the phone, put your information in there. Let's chat. All right. Okay. And then don't forget, equityrealestateblog.com. If you need resources, go there, man. This video will be up there plus others. Go to equityrealestateblog.com.